What's going through your mind right now?
Oh, yeah, that we gotta... You let a team like this stick around, they start thinking they got a chance. And we can't let that happen. It ends tonight.
Any special prep when it comes to potential series clinching game?
Yeah, you gotta treat it like any other game. That's why I'm at maximum intensity all year round. That's because there is no regular season or playoffs for me. Every time I go out there, I'm looking to do something historic. Tonight's no different.
Round 1 continues with a heavy dose of citrus. The Charlotte Hornets have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized, for their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the Philadelphia 76ers. Will there be an upset in round 1? It's all coming up next.
It's Game 4 of this Eastern Conference quarterfinal series. Down 3-0. It's a survival contest, no doubt. Will the series end here tonight? Thanks for tuning in to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The wingmen are Sexton and Miller. MP out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Ball in at the 1. And for the 76ers, they've got Embiid. Jared McCain is out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Watford in at the 4. You take a look at the 76ers. This has been a very difficult series for sure. They find themselves in a historically hopeless scenario. Down 3 games to none.
Well, at least they are here at home. Maybe these fans can light a fire under them, and they can make something out of this series.
Well, you're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just
Bridges a screen on Embiid. A three-pointers right on target. MP's got the first 3 points tonight for Charlotte. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Now, MP. After the missed 3 from Tyrese Maxey.
Displaying the range right there. Good to see MP taking and making that kind of shot.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. In the corner, it's Watford. Off target from outside.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Ball, a screen on McCain. MP, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Maxey in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
The shortest 3 in the game, Maxey, solid from that corner.
MP outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. MP's got 9. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Well, it does look like MP and the crew are going to move on, and the reporter who said MP would choke in the playoffs is sure eating those words right now.
Now, you can tell that MP played with a little bit of an extra edge to his game. I'll tell you, the other bench is wishing that reporter never opened their mouth to fire up MP before this series.
Philadelphia with the ball. Following the three-pointer by MP. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Pass to Maxey. Porter in the corner. No good again that time.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
MP's shot is good.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Now, here's MP. After the miss from Joel Embiid, and the basket by MP.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And Philadelphia making a change here. Grimes is checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Miles Bridges. Porter, no luck. Charlotte leading by 18. Lets it go from deep. MP again from deep. MP's got 24 points.
And that shows the skill level of MP. The pull-up is a tough shot to master.
Up the run, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Charlotte.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
And the Hornets making a change here. Man's checked in.
The quick-footed, creative Max is so much fun to watch. He plays with such boundless energy, and he's still got room to grow.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Porter in the corner. Pocket 6, and he's good on the 3-ball.
That's a great response from Porter Jr. Taking those 3 points right back.
And here's MP for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on. Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
And here's MP for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. MP's got 33.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Oh, and he knocks it off the glass. Wow. Bryant has 76ers, another 3.
That play is why Embiid's been an MVP. His skill, including passing at 7+ feet, is just ridiculous.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Andre Drummond's checked in for the 76ers. Oubre comes in for Trendon Watford. Green, he's checked in for the Hornets. Knipple comes in for Ball. And here's MP for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. MP's got 36.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Sinks the 3-pointer. MP's got 39.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
Philadelphia shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings.
Tell you what, that was a power play by Drummond there. He's made a career out of stress testing the rims.
Now, here's MP. He's got 39.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
And that one's good. Drummond.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
From deep, Maxey. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Big time answer by Maxey. Boy, was he dialed in there.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. For three, MP again from deep. MP's got 48.
Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
Oubre can't get it to go. MP outside. From past the arc, yet another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. We've got Knipple all out there with Trey Mann. Then it's Plumlee. And it's DeLon in at the 4 slot. Here's Edgecombe. He's covered by Ball. And he gets it to go.
And Edgecombe likes being involved in the pick and roll. But sometimes it's pick your poison for the D, trying to guard it.
Outside Ball. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this.
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
Love the activity. Don't just say you want to win. Prove it and get it.
Taking a look at the situation for the Philadelphia 76ers. They're watching this series slip through their fingers the first half, not the effort they were hoping for.
Oh, it's not looking great, but you can't give up. I mean, you never know.
Ball till you fall. If it's me, I'm not quitting. You got to carry me out, Kenny.
Better bring a forklift.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. Axie out there with Jared McCain. Then there's Trendon Watford. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. The 76ers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Embiid from outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
they have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the 76ers put on a show. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. You're right, he was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And that one's good by Porter.
A true sniper from long range, Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
A three from MP, and another three for Charlotte.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And yes, it's good. Embiid's got his first points of the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
The three from MP connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 with a three-point shot since coming out of the break.
Dropping the hammer. That's why Embiid looks to get deep inside position.
Ball dishes to MP. Fires for three. Hits it again. Wow.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. And a wide open look for Porter. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Bridges with the steal. And the rejection by MP. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Jared McCain. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Grant Williams is checked in for Miles Bridges. Josh Green comes in for Brandon Miller. Knipples checked in for Sexton. And it's Trey Mann in for Ball. Maxey in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Embiid's got assist number 5 here tonight.
That corner shot, not a problem for Maxey. With his accuracy, he makes short work of that look.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
For Philadelphia, they've gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And the rejection by MP. On defense, the Hornets. Pass to Grimes. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And here's MP for 3. And it's the Hornets another 3.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
The 76ers shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Porter, no luck.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
Embiid wide open. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Step back on that one and let it fly.
From way out there, MP testing the limits of his range.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
MP outside. And got it! Another basket.
90, a legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
A three ball, and again for three.
Unbelievable shooting, and he continues to climb the all-time leaderboards for threes made in a playoff game.
Offensive fireworks from long range, so fun to watch, putting on a show on the big stage.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Oh, the rejection by MP. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Good, another from three.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the Nets.
Now GA tied for the third most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
And here's MP for three, and again for three.
And he's notched the third most three-pointers in a single game in NBA playoff history.
GA, one of the best games of his life, or anyone's, any players for that matter. He's been unstoppable. Lets it go with the three. Connects again from distance.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets, able to put on a show for the ages. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor, the scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. They've got Trey Mann. He's out there with Kneppel. MP out there with Green. And it's Diabate in at the power forward.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
With the speed at which Maxey plays, that pull-up is almost impossible to deal with.
Mann passes to MP. There's the three. Good, another from three.
Never resting on his laurels. He has once again put on a clinic, breaking his own record for second most triples all time in a playoff game.
Putting on a clinic indeed. You know, when he gets in a zone like this, it's exhilarating to watch. At least for us it is. I've got to assume it feels just about the opposite for anybody tasked with slowing him down. It's got to be very, very hard. Charlotte calls timeout. Andre Drummond's checked in for the 76ers. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Connaughton's checked in. Here's Mann. MP kicks to Green. Pass to Diabate. Good on the bucket.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers. Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. An incredible athlete. Kelly Oubre Jr. looks to throw it down.
And here's Green outside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in this game. Shot by Grimes, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And finished off by Oubre.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Connaughton, good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists now in this one. The 76ers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Shot by Grimes, no good. Charlotte's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Hits it from 3-point range.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Over in the corner, Green. Off target with his 3. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The 76ers with another miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
On the wing, Green. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Green spends most of his time working off the ball, which means he's always ready to catch and fire.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Drummond with a screen on Connaughton. Here's Grimes, and nothing is falling for him right now. The Hornets have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Here's Grimes. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Oubre for 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single 3-pointer in that first half.
And here's Green outside. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 8 now on the night. It's Grimes on the wing. And the 3 off target.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Drummond with a screen on Connaughton. Shot by Grimes, no good.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Here's Connaughton, good on the triple. Connaughton's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Hornets.
He just showed us why they need to respect his shot.
Connaughton's gone 2 of 4 from the field and stolen by MP. To the left wing from downtown, and another 3 for Charlotte.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Hornets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And tonight's win really a reflection of how dominant they have been all series long. The 4-game sweep.
Yeah, I don't think they expected to pull off such a decisive win, but they had the momentum all series long. Time now, they get to move on.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
He was on a tear. Everything seemed to be finding the bottom of the net for him. I'm sure he'd like to build on that performance going forward.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. and they got it done.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Another miss by Philadelphia. And another one falls.
He has taken over this game.
And now GA tied for the second most points in a playoff game all time. And they're gonna move on to the conference semifinals. What a performance through the entire first round. Greg sweeping in 4 games.
And they really had a tremendous series. Watching how well these guys played as a unit has got to be scary for their round 2 matchup.
Now let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
A memorable evening as MP passes 40 points in leading his team to victory. Before you were a star MP, you were a fan. Is this kind of effort as special for you to experience as it was to watch when you were growing up?
Yeah, Dom. It's fun to have success, but you have to keep perspective. I'm not planning on tonight being my career best or anything, you know? Got a lot of big nights ahead of me, personally, and I think the team's got a lot of big nights ahead of us.
Well, we wish you luck, MP.
Oh, thank you.
Kevin, over to you.
All right, Dominic, thank you. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Got a lot of them.
Miss Conway, why don't you ask me something?
All right. You advanced to the second round, but you didn't find the same success personally in round 1 that you did in the regular season. Now, how do you explain the dip in your performance?
Every game calls for something different. Coach stresses that all the time. So I'm not worried about matching my season average or anything like that. I'm worried about doing what the game calls for. And after tonight, so far so good.
So far. Thanks, MP.
MP, right here.
MP,